O great and powerful football gods, what have I done to displease you? Please, please tell me why you have decided to strike down my midfield in such a promising time of hope and joy for the proud peoples of Bala. Have you nothing to say? Nothing! It's big club bias, that's what it is. You're part of the problem. You are part of the problem. This is why you struck down my midfield, isn't it? It's my insolence. I'm sorry. I'll just go. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Bala and welcome to Season 11, Episode 6 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today we are playing St Mirren in the IRN-BRU Cup. And then we go off to Portugal to face Porto in the Champions League group stage. And we do it without our midfield. We have been ravaged by injuries. It's been a horrible couple of days in game. First up, Thomas Quinn, a slipped disc. 6 to 9 weeks he is out for. Hopefully he comes back strong, but we're going to be without him for the rest of this group stage. It's a massive blow. We brought him in specifically to play the deep-lying playmaker role in Europe, and we're going to have to get that done now without him. And it gets worse than that still because Dimov, he's injured himself as well. A groin strain, 3 to 5 weeks. He is essentially out for the group stage as well. And again, we brought him in specifically for Europe because he is absolute quality. And they've both been struck down with injury within a couple of days of each other in game. It was absolutely devastating. So that's happened, which is heartbreaking. Some good news is that the Big Mac has signed a contract extension. He only wanted $1,500 a week. He's massively underselling himself, but he's here on another 4-year deal. He's a star player. He's happy to stay. He's developing nicely. So, you know, where there's Big Mac, there's hope, as no one says, but they should. Now, we've got 2 games to catch you up on before we get to our game against St Mirren. So let's get to those, starting with our league match against Aberystwyth. Mohamed Kukuk got on the end of a Riola cross to give us a 10th minute lead and returned a minute later to double our tally with a great solo effort. Ryan Burke made it 3-0 with a stunning free kick before Robert Riola's volley, and then his penalty made it 5-0 at half time. Burke picked out Kukuk early in the second half to complete his hat-trick before Olmark got his goal against 10 men. And Sam Evans completed the scoring with a memorable first Bala goal. So an absolutely stunning performance this one. Kukuk with a hat-trick, Burke with a goal, Riera with 2, Olmark and Sam Evans with a stunner to get his first league goal. He is looking as though he could be a very, very useful player indeed. Both him and Gami, who are part of our Welsh Football Initiative, they are coming along very, very nicely indeed. So a stunning performance there, 8-0 against Aberystwyth Town. The next game was against our fellow professionals now, Cefn Druids. Burke and Vukovic combined to set up Heinz Mackmeyer for the opener. Vukovic produced a stunning piece of skill on his way to double our lead, and then got his second with his head moments later, before Mackmeyer got his second before half-time, and Burke added a second-half penalty. So they might be professional, but they're still not at our level. Mackmeyer with a double, Vukovic with a double, and Ryan Burke with a second goal in as many games for him. You can see there, another really, really good performance. Former player of ours, Dan Williams, was in their lineup. Though he is surplus to requirements. But yeah, he was there. Was there somebody else I recognised as well? I don't know if there was actually, now I think about it. But anyway, that was done. 5-0, absolute smashing. If we have a look at what that means for the league tables. And we do park the league to one side, but we are already several points clear. 9 wins from 9 games. Yeah, it's all a little bit simple in the league, but it's a massive game in Europe against Porto. We both have won 1, lost 1 so far, so the rubber game, so to speak, away from home though, first up. And then it's St Mirren. Now there was an international break, which is why we're playing the IRN-BRU. Thankfully, fixture rearrangements made this possible. So we're at home to St Mirren. Let's go and have a look at what we're expecting from them here. Now they are top of the championship in Scotland, so it's probably the 2 best teams in the tournament left. We are the favourites for this one, as you would expect. Carlos Pinto is their manager. don't recognise the name, but he's been around Scottish football for a little while now in game. They're an attacking standard playing style. If we look at the Scottish Championship, they're well clear as well. So they are far and away the best team outside of the Scottish Premiership, I would say. So this could be a tough one for us. You can see they won last time out against Dunfermline. We're expecting them to come out in this sort of a formation. We can see there their positional heat map, their passing network, not really keepers, doesn't do too much. And their key passes from this one as well. And this is a team that we're sending out. Now, obviously, I'd like to put out a really strong team. Unfortunately, the Champions League is just 3 days away, so we can't really do that. So Taniskovic goes in goal. It's Norrington Davies, KDH. A first look on the channel at our new centre-back, Tony. So let's hope he puts on a nice performance for us. Cameron goes at right back for this one. It's Curtis Owen and Dan Garmy as the advanced playmaker. We do have Ryan Murphy on the bench. He's scheduled to leave. He has no match sharpness, but he is a good player. So he's there if we need him. Kukic goes down the right side with Dixon and Riola on the left. And it's Wade. Now, Marcus Wade got called into the Welsh squad for that international break at the expense of Damien Allmark, which is controversial. He didn't get capped, but he's in the conversation. So he goes up top for this one. We need these boys to do well. So here we go. We can see everybody is lining up as expected. It's we're matching up, so it's made the best team win. Hopefully that's going to be us. Challenge to pick up where they left off. We have been scoring for fun. Let's come on, boys. Show me what you can do to keep the run going. Some calm, we have faith, and let's get out there. And here we go. Let's hope the IRN-BRU curse does not come back and strike us down. The plan for the Champions League is Yamaguchi as the advanced playmaker in to replace Dimov. And we're probably going to have to go with Sam York in to replace Quinn. So we're sort of back to previous seasons midfield. It's obviously devastating. Injuries can happen, and there's not much we can do about it. Speaking of injuries, Kukic has gone down. That's going to mean Gareth comes on. And I don't understand this injury curse. I probably should stop swearing at football gods if I don't want it to continue. But it's just all going a little bit wrong for us. Which is, needless to say, not ideal. Here we go. Garmy down the line there to Cameron. Can he get a cross in for Wade? He goes back to Garmy. Dan Garmy, back post. It's there, Riola. Decent save from the keeper. Norrington Davies picks up the loose ball. It's knocked behind for a corner. And let's see if we can do something from this. It's Wade going over to take it. Can we find one of the big centre-backs? Where's Tony? He's a threat in the air. It's headed away. It's not the best, actually. And it's cleared into touch for the Bala Town line-out. Yeah, I mean, it's a big game. Actually, we probably could have played Wade out wide right, couldn't we? Anyway, Ab Gareth's there now. He'll do a good job for us. There's a cracking ball. Wade's in on goal. Marcus Wade. Oh, we can't miss. Marcus Wade. We play him up front, and he shows his class there. A wonderful, wonderful goal. He was threaded in magnificently by Ewan Dixon, and then made no mistake with the finish. It's a good win there from Ab Gareth to set it all up. Dixon, wonderful through ball. Wade sucks the keeper in, goes round him, and then we really couldn't miss, could he? Didn't look like he hit it as clean as maybe we would have ideally liked him to, but ball in the back of the net, job done, 1-0. We're absolutely dominating the game. We just need to make sure that we come out in this second half and continue on. We've got a free kick here in a good position for Dan Garmy. Is he going to be able to put this in? Dan Garmy! Oh, it's off the post. Wade picks it up. Is he onside? He is. Unfortunately, though, St Mirren come away with it, and that should do it for half-time. A little bit concerned about this injury to Kukic. He ideally would have been a good option off the bench in Europe if we needed wingers, but that's unlikely to be the case now, but it is what it is, isn't it? We do have, of course, Marcus Wade, who will probably have to be the backup on the bench now to play wide right, which isn't ideal considering he's playing this one, but Vukovic could go over there. I suppose we could have Vukovic and Riola on the bench for wingers, but we'll deal with that after we've hopefully hung on and won this one. Here we go again. Garmy for Curtis Owen, in there for Dixon. Dixon to Riola, back to Owen. Forward is Norrington Davies. Can he pick out a cross? He's got men in the box to pick out. He goes middle. It's headed away. It's cleared. We should pick it up with Cameron. We do. Of course, returning to Scotland, where he is from, because we picked him up from Celtic, I think, wasn't it? Here we go with Ab Gareth. He loses out. Can we win that? We do not. And are we going to get caught on the break here? We should get to that. We do. Tony's there. Out to Cameron. Forward to Gareth. Not the best ball. Boys, we need to be a little bit more patient here. And McCormick's in. We've seen this before in the IRN-BRU. Tanaskovic makes the save. But are we going to see a second half choke here? We've got corner to defend. It's headed away by Tony. Come on, boys. Come on. Second ball in. Are we going to... Oh, don't like this. Don't like this. Cameron's there. He just about gets back. And we... who was it last? Was it Dunfermline last year or Montrose or something where we were 1-0 up and then we ended up losing it in the second half? And the signs are there. We're going to do the same thing here as well. St Mirren throw in. We need this second goal, don't we? We really, really need it. St Mirren play it out from the back. Can we close them down? No. Howe brings it forward. Come on, boys. We're putting decent pressure on them, but they're playing around the press right now. We win it there with Norrington Davies. That's a horrible header. We need to slow this down. You can already see it happening, can't you? We see it time and time again, season after season in the IRN-BRU. A header away there by Tony to Dixon. Can he thread in another wonderful pass? Here we go with Wade. Can he finish it? Marcus Wade. Oh, it's a good save from their goalkeeper. We have a corner. And let's hope that... There we go. They're trying to play at a higher tempo. We've played at a lower tempo. There's a cross in. KDH is there to retrieve it. We just need to be sensible. We just need to make our passes and be sensible, basically. Come on, boys. Let's demand a little bit more. We need this second goal. I don't trust us. The IRN-BRU, it's such a mental block, isn't it? I'm more nervous coming into an IRN-BRU game than I think I am again in a Champions League game these days. Come on, boys. Can we win that? It's a good header there by Tony. He does. Climbs well. Wade. He goes past his man. He unleashes from distance. And still, we only have the 1-goal lead. Riola's not playing well, so let's get Sean Davies on out there for him. He's looking nervous as well, which isn't obviously ideal. Norrington Davies is also looking nervous. What is it with our left side? Let's tell him to concentrate. Gareth isn't having the best game, but he's doing okay. All right, is this the moment? Can we get this second goal? Curtis Owen has it. Back to KDH. KDH, a nice little backheel flick. Unnecessary, though. Davies, he's got Norrington Davies on the overlap. Tony picks up the ball forward. KDH. There's a good pass. He finds Sean Davies. Can he? No, he can't get past his man. And in the 83rd minute, St Mirren come forward. Can we get to that? No. Robinson has it. Ball forward. Don't do it. Oh! Just past the post. I half expected to see goal to St Mirren flashing there. Cameron in for Dixon. Dixon's looked good, hasn't he? Garmy's looked good as well. Here we go with Gareth. Back in for Dixon. Can he thread a ball in here? He goes wide to Cameron. That's a good pass. There's the ball to the back post. Davies down to Wade. Wade sticks it away. And Marcus Wade surely now has won the tie for us. We'll give him some praise. We've dominated the game, even if we have been hanging on a little bit at the back at times. But it was a good ball there from Dixon. Ewan Dixon pulling the strings, isn't he? Good cross. Davies with the knockdown. Marcus Wade, good first time finish. Goalkeeper's going the wrong way. And a 6th goal this season for Marcus Wade. We've needed him to come in and score goals for us today, and he's done just that. So that is excellent, excellent news. Dan Garmy's looked good in midfield. Look at that, playing an 8.5 for the youngster. That's a good win. A good win. Not completely convincing, but a good win. We'll say, well done, boys. Well done. I think it's really promising to see young Dan Garmy come into the game like that and look good. 6 to 8 days, so Kukic is not too bad. We get Notts County in the IRN-BRU quarterfinal, so that's something to look forward to. Wade, absolutely superb, mate. Absolutely superb. We've got Almeria boss looking at Tanaskovic, not going anywhere. The Cardiff Met Uni game's been rearranged. Guys, wait right there. We send our reserve, our broken midfield out next against Porto in the Champions League. Let's see how we do. I'm Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist here in Porto, where the home team are getting ready to face the geriatric circus that is Aussie villains Bala Town. Now, the Welsh side were victorious when these sides met in last season's Europa League, but these fans, they want revenge. Okay, welcome back. Now, unfortunately, it's not good news for the under-19s and Chris Venables. It is a game that looks like they dominated against Porto at home, but lost 3-2. Now, positives, Buckley ran the show. It looks like he had a good game. It looks like Evans, Burgess, a few others there did have decent games. So, Garmy, positives there to be had, but it looks like it's a game they should have won. They've lost, and that makes it difficult for them now because all three teams are tied on 3 points. I mean, it's still there for them, but they're going to have to be better, aren't they, if they're going to go through into the knockout rounds of the Youth Champions League. But we are worried about the seniors right now. We are about to face FC Porto. We, of course, beat them over 2 legs in the Europa League last year. So hopefully we can do something similar there. Both of us have beaten Valencia and lost to Chelsea. They're a Nuno Espirito Santo coach team, a balanced standard style of play. Now, unfortunately, the App Garrett Centre apparently was closed for cleaning this week, and we don't know anything about them. So not ideal. We can see roughly what they did against Chelsea when they lost 3-1 there. Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out. It's obviously not ideal with the midfield injuries, but it's Tanaskovic in goal. It's Montgomery, O'Halloran, Goddard, Wanmi, and Ignatievic as the back 5. It is Brewerton in front of them with Sam York and Yamaguchi in midfield. It's McMyer and Williamson up top. Let's hope we can do something here. Alright, so here we go. Everybody is lining up as expected, which is always nice. What do we want to say to this? We can move into qualification places. Do we just go with pick up where you left off last time? Let's go with that. That's probably talking about St Mirren, but we were also quite good against Valencia. It was a solid defensive performance, and we took our chance. If we can do that again, should be a good day. And here we go. Here we go. Now, of course, when we beat them last year over 2 legs, we didn't have Quinn, we didn't have Dimov. So we've done it before. The big question is, can we do it again? Yamaguchi and York, you don't have the same confidence in them, do you? So yeah, we'll just have to see. O'Halloran has got a bit of a kick in the shins, has he? A tight groin, that's not ideal. We do have Tony on the bench. Here we go with a highlight. Montgomery throws it in. It's headed away. Can we get to that first? We can. Brewerton's there. He goes back to O'Halloran with his tight groin. I don't like that. I think we're going to take him off. So let's get Tone on for a Champions League debut. Tanaskovic has it. Don't get caught in possession, mate. Me. Forward there to York. York goes early for Tommy Williamson. Is he onside? Tommy Williamson! Oh, he's absolutely lashed it over the bar. He was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But he certainly wasn't mucking around with that finish, was he? Let's give it a get creative. We're looking a little bit nervous, which isn't ideal. Let's not get creative defensively, though, boys. Can we just win this ball back, please? Please. Cross comes in. There's no one. No, we're not sticking close enough. But we've got away with that. Header over the bar. 35 minutes gone. It's still 0-0. It's been an even game. We've got more work to do here defending a set piece. We know it's not our strength in Europe. Yamaguchi has it. Get rid of it, mate. Get rid of it. Jesus Christ, Yamaguchi. It's poor. Chelsea's taking the lead in Valencia, which is good for us. We really do need Chelsea to go through and beat everybody else in the group for us. Come on, boys. Can we cling on here? Can we cling on? It will be clinging on. They've bent one. It's gone in. Why do we concede so many goals like that? It's 1-0 to Porto. We'll tell them to show some passion, and if it's not a penalty or a stupid set piece, it's something like this that is just literally unstoppable. And I don't know what we need to do to stop that happening. Do we need to push up a little bit more? We've not been particularly good. We had that one chance from Williamson where he was offside, but other than that, it's not been fantastic. Let's go an assertive, show me something different. We need to be better, don't we? Yeah, Williamson's not really been in the game up front. Is there something we can do to try and turn this around? Let's try McMyer on attack. Let's try Tommy Williamson as a complete forward on support, perhaps. I do wonder, Marcus Wade up front, as just a striker, he's not too bad. If we put him up there to finish stuff, and then we could maybe drop Williamson back into midfield. That might be something we try and do in this second half. Let's give it a get creative. We're looking nervous and anxious, which is not ideal. And we're going to make changes because it's not working. So let's try that. Let's try Wade up top. No, not that though. Let's try Yamaguchi off. Let's try that. Advance forwards. Let's keep McMyer on attack as well. We've got wing-backs getting forward. Williamson's not having a good game. Are we hitting early crosses? We are. So there goes that. Let's raise this tempo and see if we can get something going. As long as it's 1-0, we know that we can have a goal in us. Let's go attacking. I'm wondering if we need to look to switch to wingers. Chelsea is 3-0 up, so that game should be in the bag. Can we get something here? A draw in this game, the way that the other game is shaping up, the way the group's shaping up, would be absolutely massive if we could go to 4 points and only have one away game to go. But they look too good for us, don't they? They look just that little bit too good for us. Though they have only scored that worldie, so it's not as if they've completely outplayed us here. Can we get something in here? It's a header away from Montgomery. It's fallen out there for Wade. All right, can he get him on the break here? Go on, Marcus Wade. Here we go. He comes forward. He cuts in. Good ball for Sam York. Good ball for Brewerton. Good ball for Williamson. Good ball back to Brewerton. Oh, he can't find the back of the net. It was a stunning counter-attack. It deserved more, and it didn't get anything. Wade with the corner. It's into a decent area, but headed away. Now we're going to pay a price for that. Cardozo brings it forward. It's turned into a basketball game all of a sudden. Montgomery's there, brings him down. Let's try passing into space. And there we go. Let's... Brewerton's got himself a booking now as well. We've seen him get sent off in Europe before as well. We've done okay, but we still can't complete the clearance. And it's 2-0. We just haven't looked good enough, have we? We've not looked good. All right, so we're going to change. Let's go for wingers, maybe. It's so disappointing to have the heart of our midfield ripped away. And we just don't look good, do we? We're looking anxious and nervous. So let's tell them to calm down. We need to actually go for it, don't we? That's maybe the small problem here. So let's do that. We've already made a sub. We've already made 2 subs. Which is a problem. No, it's not, because we can put you in there. We can switch those 2 around, and then we bring on a left winger in Riola. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That works. Tommy Williamson as a shadow striker, please. Mackmeyer as a target man. And let's hope that we can get ourselves back into this. We want to pass into space. We want to hit early crosses. We just got to try and get it into Big Mac, don't we? Let him do what he does. We'll go and press them. And yeah, I mean the problem if it gets too out of hand is that goal difference head to head, all that starts to become a big problem for us. But we've got to go for it, don't we? We've got to go for it and worry about everything else later. Show some passion. Is there anything in this game for us? It doesn't look like there is. It's been a horrible, disappointing performance. We've got absolutely nothing going, and that is really, really disappointing. It's really disappointing. So Bala Town power us to resist as FC Porto dominate. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. We've got 2 home games coming up, though, against Porto and Valencia. So if we win those, we'll still be in a good position. But we looked, to be honest, we didn't look good enough, did we, without those 2 midfielders missing. But guys, that's it for today. We will be back next time. We'll come back for... Maybe we'll do like we did last time. We'll come back for the Wags at home, and then we'll skip over the New Saints in the league, and then we'll come back for FC Porto at home. We're still going to be without Quinn. We're still going to be without Dimov. The question is, can we get the result? Take care.